How are you doing, guys? I am back again with yet another solo to master run. I figured that we're going to be doing this again with me just explaining my decision making so you guys can too learn how to solo to master or whatever rank you want to get to. So obviously you get reset to Platinum 2, but I didn't feel like any of the games I got in Platinum 2 when I was live streaming this over at this YouTube channel. If you want to see the VODs, by the way, you can always become a member. Anyways. So we're just gonna be going through my decision making and see how this goes. By the way, because of a very recent thing with the Twitch, they changed like how you're allowed to stream, where you're allowed to stream as a Twitch partner. I've been trying out streaming on YouTube and it's been going great. If you guys have been in chat already, thank you for checking it out. We've been getting over 5 times the viewership on YouTube versus Twitch. And we've only been doing it for a few days. Super excited about that. And not only that, the quality looks mint. We have a new PC, as I've mentioned in many videos at this point. But it's right here behind me. I had to upgrade it to a new CPU and it just crashed. And the reason I'm just talking about random stuff is because there's nothing to see here. I've been running a little bit of an EVA. And I've been running, I'm running a lot of the EVA. I feel like it's not as good. Like I've said a lot that, oh yeah, the EVA is very good because like, it just is, it's an S tier weapon. But I don't think it's very useful in a solo queue environment because it's like a SMG. If you have 1 or 2 EVAs focus firing, or if you just like have several people focus firing and have an EVA, it's good. But it's hard to clutch out a fight with the EVA because you don't really have the same, for lack of a better word, like cover play with it. You can't really go in and out of, oh, I have to change that, the subscribing to the channel. That takes a lot of space, by the way, subscribe, I guess. But yeah, I feel like the EVA doesn't really work in that particular thing. So we're rotating like towards zone. It closes much faster now, like so much faster. You have to be really smart about what you do. It's about enough time to loot a POI and move on, depending on like where you drop. King's Canyon is also a bit weird. At the time, so I've gotten better at this now, because this is a platinum where we've gotten a little bit farther on the grind, and this was at the very start of the stream, but I feel like especially the higher lobbies, the most like the winning recipe, especially with everyone just jumping at each other, is you don't want to fight mid game. It's 12 squads already in round 1. You don't want to fight this early. You want to rotate. You want to get to late game, and then play positioning from there. And I think in order to do that, make that worth it rather, you want to try to look for contests. I've said it before in many guides. It still applies. Early fights and early contests, that is when you can do. This is change to auto here. But yeah, early fights and early contests is the best time to look for fights, because early fights, everyone's not looted up and it's pretty chaotic usually, and you just have a higher chance of clutching it up versus a mid to late game fight. And that means that as a solo queue player, if assuming you're good enough to wipe squads on your own, that's the assumption here, right? You have a higher chance of doing that, and you can actually pop off. Like you can get free kill points, if not more, if there's like a third party or whatever, and you can either snowball that to get more and more kills, or you can, just take the kill points and the momentum and the like happy feeling, I guess, for your team, and just bring it to the late game. There was a sniper mag there, and I keep forgetting that the sniper mag goes on the wingman. It just seems so weird. So we heard some shots here, I think. So we walk back and we see, so there's one team on the left, one team on the right. Not my best wingman shots, but basically I'm just trying to apply a little bit of pressure. That Loba is lost, but I guess it goes hand in hand as a Loba player. And this team, they're like, oh, we gotta go somewhere else. But zone is closing. It's giving them a lot of pressure. Small thing I'm doing here, you're just putting a Maggie drill right in front of someone. This will give a little bit of splash damage, which was just enough to kill the Loba. So I'm playing with line of sight here. I'm not exposing myself to a left-hand team. So unless they don't push me, nothing will happen. My teammates start shooting downwards, which gives me an idea that, oh wait, yeah, they try to make the cross. That wasn't my best Q. Actually, Q was decent, but the arc star wasn't that good. I was trying to do 2 things at once. And like the enemy team has the whole zone behind them now, so all we have to do is stand our ground, not get knocked or take too much damage. As you're noticing, I'm constantly turning around and looking behind me because there's a large chance that someone comes in for the third party. But we're just controlling the edge here, trying to deny any other teams from running up or punish late rotates. There's a surprising actually a surprising amount of late rotates. Now this was in platinum, but I'm currently on diamond on this account, and it's just the same. There's so many teams that are late rotating, either intentionally or just forced so because of another team or because they're slow at looting. And you can actually score some kill points if you're trying to gatekeep them. You just gotta know where to go. Now this was just teams kind of showing up out of the woodworks and giving us kills, but that was totally intentional. I totally saw him right there. We actually heard shots here to the left, and now we even saw them actually. But I'm just following my teammate here. He wanted to go straight in, and I'm like, okay, yeah, well, we do gotta go straight in. We got the wipes, we got the loot. Probably could go in zone and loot. I don't like walking into the ring too much. I think it really invites misfortune. It invites people to kind of push up on you and shove you out of the zone or hold you out. So normally, if this is in a really bad, like if the loot is in a really bad spot, if they kill a team, I don't take that risk. So this was a very greedy fly in by my teammate, especially because there was a team right there. So this actually kind of locks us out a little bit and with limited knowledge, but I still followed up on this call. Figured I'd land a little bit on the left here to give a crossfire setup. If they didn't have the jump pad, they'd be stuck like fish in a bowl. Still some decent shots with wingman. We all got some good entry damage. Can I just give a shout out to that sidestep? And then we move in with the Maggie because, you know, yeah, they're low, they're exposed. Easy cleanup right there. They got split down the middle. I wished I had shots from a wingman. Small thing I'm doing here, I'm putting obviously just the drill for extra damage and to blind him. And that worked out just fine. So we knew there was a team from behind, which is why I instantly walk up and look behind, assuming that they already would have been pushing, but they were not as on top of it as they were. Instead, we kind of just looking there and I'm poking, but honestly, especially with a little sniper ammo I had, we should have just kept moving here. Yeah, and I even tell my team we should go for these 13 seconds before zone closes. And the problem is that when you're playing like this, you're at the mercy of the enemy teams because anyone could be gatekeeping you. Now it's very hard to gatekeep in this particular position, and this zipline helps because there's so much cover, right? But you can still get gatekept. Anyone can decide that, oh yeah, we know they're in zone, we're just gonna sit and wait for them. So it's very risky to do. You're very much at the mercy of what the enemy teams surrounding you wants to do. But again, big props to Pathfinder for the zipline. It really puts us out of that risk, however minuscule it might have been. Some decent poke, nothing humongous. And I still know that this team is somewhere behind us, I just don't know where. And I'm not really seeing any traces of them either, and I think I'm talking? No, I'm talking to chat here, but I am talking a bit. We know they're here somewhere. So we can gatekeep here if they want. However, the team from airbase is applying a tiny bit of pressure, so we can't just do whatever we want. Now we see the revive right here, so not only was the team behind us locked out, but they were minus a man as well. So that's go time. I don't know what the name is of that movement, that slide. We call him like boop slide. I hear a heal here. And he starts running. I need to stop wasting ammo for that. I'm just trying to get extra skill or style points at this point. So we're just moving on. Let's check in. 1 minute 30. Like the timers, you have to really keep track of the timers right now. But I think also it feels very strange the way these lobbies are playing out for me. I think we got a knock there from someone who died of zone. So the reason we take a right here is because if you go to the left, you're extremely exposed. I think we saw teams shooting on the left as well. But if you go to the right, there's what we assume is maybe a duo. And again, a lot more cover to work with. I assume that the lifeline is right on the package. She isn't. I hear steps. I don't know if it was inside, but instead it was on top. Good stuff. And there's a fresh armor there he can take. I'm just going for the rest here because Wraith queued. But then I hear that she's going to the left there, so I have to chill. He understands the assignment, drops down. Now I should have free rest, assuming nobody comes from pit, which you don't. There's always a risk, right? You never know for sure. But there's a fresh purple for him there. I don't think he takes it. I should probably have pinged and I thought I was paying attention to that. Ah, he's just phoenixing, it's fine. So I'm even acknowledging this, having to chat, that I just did 15 damage and I'll get my red. They got the knock there. I just wanted to swing and take it. I'm hot swapping to purple here because I want to move up, so I do that. I move up, I get a little stick there. You gotta do it on the top part or it won't work. We have Revenant here taking a lot of damage. And this is where I realized that we gotta make a move. We noticed our team. We noticed a team. We saw him up here, or I think we're gonna see him soon. Up here on the right side. Like maybe I'm putting the cow in front of the horse here. I don't know for sure, but there is a team. I get a ping in and out. So there's a team up here, which means that if we rotate down here, we're gonna get shot by this team, and there's a team here, so they're probably gonna shoot us as well. We saw a downed person here, so I have to assume that maybe this is a duo. So I make the call. I say we have to go here. And I end up coming at a perfect time because this person was climbing. I don't know what the hell he was doing. And that just ends up being a super free low kill. Good call, Ottr. Thank you, Ottr. This jump pad is really risky and really stupid. I don't know if again I should do it. I was expecting to... Alright, 2 shots in the Kraber. Nice. Ended up being a duo. Like, that worked because I had a good read on that team. But I might as very well have been wrong. And then it was not the best jump pad. But then at the very least, you have the hot swap right here. So this is overall a pretty good team, all things considered. We're doing really well, just looking at it again. Just not that... The wingman action wasn't as on point as I remember it, though I think maybe that was one of the other vods. Because we have... I want to play high ground here. I want to play right here. At the moment, I didn't know exactly where some pulse. Obviously, I know it now, but I'm not going to spoil it, I guess. That was my water reminder. I need to drink some water. Anyways. So it pulls... I'm not gonna tell you where it pulls, but this whole high ground is in. So I'm like, okay, we'll take the high ground. They have no cover here on this side. So if we just play high ground here on the left side, we'll be able to do a lot. Now these guys, they're out for blood. We've been sending it on everyone. They want to be smart about it. I get it. I'm just looking for someone. And then we see some shots. Pretty good drill. Actually, like, money shot drill, honestly. It's not the best shots. They find that's a rat pathfinder from earlier. Alright, at least we get him there. So I'm thinking there's a lot of rats. I think I did the math at the time, but I think maybe there's 1 or 2 full squads right now. Actually, there's 3. There's 3 full squads, so maybe it isn't that bad, but there's 1 rat. There were 2 rats, which is still a lot. This Wraith has a death wish. He's playing a head glitch very smart. I kept calling him back, but looking at the health, like they're not even tickling him. Yeah. Like this, the way he plays, I'm just used to people throwing like that, just being like way overextended. So that's just what I'm expecting at this point. But it seems fine. He seems to be doing just fine for himself. He's making a lot of damage. He even gets a knock there. Probably in part thanks to my help with the damage. I don't really know exactly where the portal is, so I couldn't portal in to help him. And it's just important here that he doesn't get knocked, because we're not going to be able to help him out. Totally intentional. That drill, I think, is very good, because it screwed him over. Now, not the best wingman shots there. Ooh. And then we see, oh, there's a rampart down here, and then we realize, oh, that's a different one. I called him back, like, this is not the play. A lot of wingman ammo, I love to see it, because I've been wasting all of it. We know there's still one more... Actually, no, he died now. There was one more solo, he's trying to stay alive, I guess, and the Rampart team got him. So now it's a 3v3, and we have zone. They're locked inside. Actually, it might be 3v2. Either way, it's a Rampart, is a caustic. And they're locked inside now, we just have to hold them. Now, one mistake I'm making here is I'm thinking, alright, they're gonna walk through the inside, right? You'll see soon. They're not walking through the inside. Spoiler. I'm thinking he's standing here, so maybe he wants to go this way. Maybe my Q stopped that. The ultimate was support. Like, if they were running... It looks stupid, but if they were running, like, on the inside, I would have hit them. Instead of taking a high ground, which does make more sense. And this is a really stupid push, but I was feeling confident. I don't think they were expecting it either. That's why, you know, that's the thing with confident pushes. They never expect it. And that's how we won it. We didn't really abuse space too much. But just having... Like, the thing with Platinum is you just need a little bit of a plan. If you just think one step ahead, that's all you need. Nobody thinks that far ahead. They just go with the flow, it seems. So if you do that again, then that'd be pretty cool. And that was 11 kills, 2.8k damage. Not the best aim. I think if I hit more shots, it would have been like 3k, maybe even 4k, but I'll take it. That was a very good game. If you guys are interested in more of this type of content, check out the video on the screen. It's a banger, I promise you that. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, hit the like button, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace out.